Ever since he first started running for president 50 years ago, I'm going to say, Donald Trump has refused to show the public tax returns. And now, he might finally know why.
Breaking news of tax bombshell. New York Times hit hands on President Trump's taxes, showing staggering business losses, crushing personal debt, and a tax bill that is a fraction of what most hardworking Americans have to pay. This morning, the New York Times reporting that President Trump paid just $750 in federal income taxes the year he won the White House, and the same amount his first year in office. On top of that, the paper says that of the 18 years they examined, he paid no federal income tax in 11 of them.
The president of the country almost never pays taxes. And when he does, he only pays $750. Oh, that's impossible. Because Trump is always out there like, and I'll manage you. No one, he didn't do that. You didn't even pay shit. You didn't get paid. You don't get to put your name on the card. What do those people say? Trump paid $750 in taxes and $130,000 for the phone stuff. Because the IRS wants to get money from Trump. Rather than other people. I'm going to say this to you. So, I'm really also revealed some of the income.
The paper also accused the president and his companies of claiming questionable deductions.
The article reveals that among the write-offs, Trump has paid for the vacation are more than $70,000 for haircuts while on The Apprentice, nearly $96,000 paid for Ivanka Trump's favorite hair, makeup artist, and approximately $2 million for Trump and Donald Trump Jr.'s legal defense for the Russia inquiry.
He also put about $109,000 for linens and silverware, and nearly $200,000 for landscaping at Mar-a-Lago.
Trump reportedly racked up $56 billion in quote unexplained imposed fees.
Times finding that Ivanka Trump was the recipient of some of these payments, which would raise flags because she was also an employee of the Trump organization.
Okay, you're not supposed to do that. Also, the cruel irony of someone that might actually get legal trouble. And the cruel is that he suffered $70,000 deduction on his pay. To me, now it looks like two crimes happening. One, from tax evasion. Two, is whoever swindled Trump into paying $70,000 for what they did to him. On the other hand, $70,000 is with that. You bend the law. Pretty sure that's what you did. What part of the story is Donald Trump? He might have got out of paying taxes. I mean, let's be honest. Lots of billionaires pay their fair share of taxes, right? Some of those are pumpkin passion and not this. Something happened. You know, who just the joke? It's that
The investigation paints the picture of a businessman whose empire is seriously struggling. According to the Times, most of the president's core businesses, including golf courses and hotel just blocks from the White House, report losing millions, if not tens of millions, year after year. Times says documents show the president reported more than $47 billion in losses in 2018 alone. And he faces a personal debt totaling $421 billion, money that could come due while he's in office if he's elected to a second term.
okay. I would. Who just find I hope it's better. But one person was the country. Let me take a second to think about all this. If Donald Trump does what he's saying, it's clear how possible for him to why would he so president? I'm about to have to worry. I don't want the president to change things to fight. Also, there's a good chance that Trump is going to pay off his debt by selling off the president's treasury. Hopefully, he's going to do this to the It's a priceless destination. I'll let you have it before everything. My heart really is showing. And this backstory of those that are strong. Really needs to if I had one of these brothers, who are also but also one of the she divorces him, she gets with $400 million in debt. How can I get like Trump to Bernie Sanders so hard? He wanted him to win. So the government would bear him out. I mean, it only makes sense now. He didn't explain why Trump has been destroying the post office. He wasn't making no money when you caught him. So this business is a failure. Which is why Africans have come together to try and help out those folks.
Hello, I am here with a message for my fellow Americans. Over the years, America has given us so much help, but now there is an American who needs our help.
Hello.
What's going on, bro?
What's up, man?
TradingView, stay adding new features. Jeez. This is kind of cool, though.
What are those colors? What's the feature of color?
Yeah. Linear gradient. Kind of cool. China. China. Man, I got up at 7:30, and I was like, this is like one of the few times I was just like not even motivated to go look at the charts. Like usually when I get up, like, you know, wash my face, brush my teeth, grab a drink, and hop right to the charts.
Yeah.
But today I was like, another day of disappointment. I can't.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
See Euro USD making moves.
What do you think?
I kind of expected Euro USD to make that little move because I was looking at this level yesterday.
Yeah, I got that too.
But it would have been hard to play this either way, even if I would have caught that. Unless you take it like on hourly, I guess.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's AU is moving. So that temporary strength the U.S. dollar found kind of fizzled out pretty quick, huh?
Yeah. That's at least for now. I was thinking about, but it's not a strong candle. But I was thinking about EU, a bounce from the moving average. It is not clear, but no. If it would have been engulfing candle, it would have been like maybe, but I left the ugly wick.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Like for example, like on AU, I think the move's kind of already made, and we're at like that level right there, like this thing here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we're right up in it, so I think that move's already made. But even when the market makes the move, it's so ugly. Like, except if you go on like the 1 hour, like there's not good setups on lower time frames.
Yeah. It's just getting annoying.
Damn, bro. Tomorrow's the last day of the month.
Yeah.
EJ made a good move too. Like all these made good little moves. I was looking at EJ yesterday actually because I saw like this pattern right here
Hmm.
on the 15. I was looking at EJ last night.
Yeah.
I saw that, but I'm like, it's really choppy in this box, and then it was like towards the top of the box, which I was definitely expecting to be resistance. I couldn't reasonably assume that it was going to break out. So, and then, then it's bedtime. So it's like, just leave it alone.
Yeah, that's a reversal, so I wouldn't. Everything right now is a reversal, though. So
Yeah. You really have no choice. I'm just going to do the same thing I did yesterday, man, instead of cycling through these charts unnecessarily. Damn, AJ made a move. Seriously? It's like AJ made the biggest move. All these reversals, damn. Yeah, man, instead of cycling through these different charts, I'm just going to look at EU, see what I can get out of it, lower time frames.
yeah.
No, it's going the other way, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man. You watching the debates tonight?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll tune in to the BS. Where are they hosting it?
I don't remember. What do you mean? Like location or?
Yeah, location.
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
telling you, man, when this opportunity comes in this market, bro,
Gotta swing for the fences.
man, I'm gonna double my account, bro, in like a month. I'm telling you. Ah. Damn, what the hell is going on?
What?
That ridiculous wick.
Yeah.
If EU pushes out of this box, I'll do something with it.
What time frame are you looking at?
On the 5. Yeah, because the 2's invalid, so yeah, 5.
It would be nice to see like an engulfing candle. That's what I was hoping to see earlier, but and that bearish candle came out of nowhere. Did a nasty wick,
Yeah.
and now we are where we are. Jesus. Ta-ta, ta-ta. Yeah, but we gotta swing for the moon. That shit starts moving.
I'm telling you. Stacking, stacking, stacking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to be doing.
For real.
I'm also going to make sure like I try to ride trends instead of just catching a piece of a move.
Yeah.
Even if it's with like even if I'm riding the trend with like a smaller position, as long as I'm in there, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna try next month. I'm gonna try that 4-2 thing that I told you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my on. But I don't know if to try. Well, I don't know if to go in all at 6% all at once or wait until to be able to stack in that 2%. You know,
Yeah, I would ease into it.
right? So like take 4 and then wait for another entry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
may
probably.
even, I'm going to try my best to like, you know, if we catch a move, try my best to stay in as long as it stays on the proper side of the moving average on the particular time frame, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
And then stack as it bounces away or confirms. Is it raining there too?
Right now,
Yeah.
no. Actually, looks good outside. Oh, so I researched those gliders. That glider I showed you the video.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually a company that it's here in Florida. They started manufacturing like back in '02, the prototype, and they've been evolving. Brand new. For the two-seater. it goes between, depending on the end, between in the engine, between 45 and $60,000.
45 and $60,000 for that.
Mm-hmm. Brand new.
Well, I guess it flies, so I mean,
Yeah, it could go 100 miles. It could go on the range. I guess I'm assuming the range just because of the gas.
yeah.
It's 100 miles at a top speed of 65 miles per hour. I was reading I finally found the thing, like the company that makes them and all that stuff. I was like, well, that's a lot of money. And it's not like there's a lot of them out there to be able to find them used already.
Yeah.
So, but it was like, bro, it looks so cool. And it's like it's a hang glider, because you actually, they literally put a motor in a hang glider. That's all it is, because you actually drive it with your hand, like if it was a hang glider. You twist and turn and lift and all that stuff. The bar.
Yeah, so it catches the air, so that's like when it's in the air, like it just uses wind.
No, it still has the no. You still have the. If you turn the motor off, it's just gonna glide down. But if you leave the motor on, that a fan or a propeller thing, you just keep going up to 100 miles, 65 miles per hour, maximum speed.
Wow, that's really dope.
Yeah, right. It's pretty cool. And you don't need a pilot license for it or anything. You don't need anything like that. But then the company that sells it, they're actually a pilot, like a pilot school, right? A flight school.
Yeah, okay.
So they actually teach licenses there, all licenses. It's in Florida, somewhere in Florida. I don't remember what's it called. That's a fucking crazy ass toy to have. And it's like amphibious, right? So you can land on land or in water.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. I wonder what commercial applications they can be used for.
I was thinking about that because my cousin in Colombia, he keeps saying that he wanted to buy a couple of jet skis to put in Cartagena for rent.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, you buy one of these things and then you just hire somebody to pilot over there, and you hire somebody to pilot and just ride people around on the beach. People are going to pay
That's true.
$50 to get on for 15 minutes. Like same thing as parasailing. Parasailing is not cheap.
Oh Lord, here comes the crying.
Hmm?
The crying.
Everybody close the door, okay?
Started working on my portfolio app yesterday. the portfolio site again.
Yeah. You change anything?
Yeah.
What you do?
Really, I'm just experimenting with it for now. Remember what I was showing you yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, where is it? Where is it? There it is. All right. Check it out. Well, like right now, I'm just getting stuff on the page and I'm gonna organize it how I want. But I'm sure you'd agree, like this is already like this took me like a few hours yesterday. I just got the picture there and I just got it there to see like how it'll look like color scheme wise.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I want to use a different picture or like use like some kind of web program to style that picture. Because
Yeah.
man, I kind of hate taking pictures, so I don't have very many good pictures. So it's like, okay, I'm pretty limited in the pictures that I could use for my site, you know,
Yeah.
unless I go do a photo shoot or something. Um, yeah, so I'm trying to figure that part out. Um, so far, I just built like the header component up here. I'm gonna switch up the colors probably. I'm just experimenting with that. I'm also gonna switch up the font for my name there
Mm-hmm.
to make it kind of stand out a little bit. Um, yeah, I used the jumbotron thing like you suggested yesterday, and I kind of like how that came out.
Yeah, that's good.
And then this part is like the info part. I'm gonna put like some more like icons here and like kind of make it a little bit more interesting than this blah that what it is right now.
Yeah.
This one of two of two thing right here. This is gonna be like a grid of projects. So like it's like a it's like yeah, literally like a grid, and then each box in the grid will contain like one of my projects, and then when you hover over the box, then you can kind of see the project, like a snippet of the project. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So that's what this placeholder is here for. And then I started doing like this little part here for
Are you
like
gonna, are you gonna make the phone number and the email clickable so it opens
yeah, like this one up here is clickable.
the phone number too?
Yeah, the phone number I'm not gonna make clickable
Why not?
just because I know like I'm probably gonna get blown up if I do that,
Why?
because there's applications where like if you click on a phone number then you'll get the phone call,
Right.
like, and I kind of don't want like just everybody like whoever sees my site just clicking on the number and I just get phone calls. So like if you really want to call me, like pick up your phone and dial it, or else like don't click on my number and just call me like that, you know.
Yeah.
But my email will be clickable, so if you want to email me, go for it.
What is
um,
what is that the icon for? The purple one? Cat looking thing?
this is GitHub.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, and that's LinkedIn, of course. um yeah, but it's kind of coming along a little bit, like,
Yeah. Isn't these more styling, background, stuff like that, colors?
yeah, I just started throwing stuff on the page and I'll arrange it because, you know, eventually it's going to be like this, right? Like, or something like this.
Right. Yeah, you definitely need some fonts in there in yours.
Yeah, I gotta get that going. Like, I'm using React Bootstrap, so there's absolutely no CSS here. Um, and React, like, I thought React Bootstrap was gonna be, you know, just as simple as using regular old Bootstrap, but I was very wrong about that.
It's not?
No. So I had to kind of like teach myself how to use React Bootstrap, and that took like several hours yesterday. But I'm getting the hang of it. So this is all in Bootstrap, like React Bootstrap, all of it. So The less CSS I could write, the better. Because honestly, I hate writing CSS. But yeah,
It's cool.
I want icons like this guy has them. Like you see these,
Yeah.
but you gotta pay, and I don't want to pay.
Yeah. Should be. I would have been able to get him for you, but kind of. I'm not talking to my brother right now, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like
Because they pay for all type of shit, so you could just get, I could have just, like I've done before. Fuck that.
right. Like you remember the carousel thing?
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing that,
For the
or
projects.
yeah, or the grid idea. Like, cause this kind of looks like a carousel to me, where like
Yeah.
you could cycle through like different projects here, and this is pretty cool too, because he has projects on these cards, right?
Right.
And then for my app, I everything that you see here is pretty much a card. Like this part is a card. This jumbotron is pretty much a card. This is a card. This is another card. I just didn't put like the card backgrounds on it, so like it's not that noticeable that it's a card.
Right.
But for my projects, I was thinking about doing that grid thing, but like this carousel thing that he has going on here kind of looks good too. I'm not sure
Yeah.
which one to do.
The carousel is cool. I always like carousel.
Yeah,
It just makes it look more interactive, modern type of thing.
yeah, I may do that instead of the grid thing. I'm just kind of trying to understand what I'm trying to do with this.
However, the fact that it's projects and not, because carousel is meant more for like pictures, right? So the fact that it's projects and stuff like that,
Yeah, like
maybe it's better to do the grid thing just because it's, just because people can see it clearly instead of having to, click through it or whatever it's called, move or
yeah,
shuffle. That's the word. Shuffle from the right to the left.
I'm probably gonna try a few different things to see what looks best and what feels best. See what happens. But this took me about 6 hours yesterday just to do this because I was trying to learn the React Bootstrap, but I should be able to move faster with it now.
Yeah. Ohio. That's where the debate is. Ohio.
Oh, the swing state, of course.
God, bro, this is
Painful.
Yeah, to say the least.
Mm-hmm. Very painful.
Notice that when days like this in trading, oh, like trading days that are slow or like bad, the rest of my day is like the same shit.
Kind of sucks. Yeah.
It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to do shit, but when it goes good, it's like yeah, let me get work done.
For sure. Like it's motivating when you have a good trading day, and then it's demoralizing when you don't. So
It's tough. Oh my god, I didn't do shit yesterday for work. I did do stuff, but like very minor stuff. So it's like today I gotta hustle. It was weird. Everybody was off yesterday in my job. Like almost everybody. My boss's boss.
they were off. Oh yeah, my niece and nephews were off for school.
School was
Wasn't
off.
sure
Yeah,
why.
yeah, yeah. My
What was
niece
that
was
about?
off too. I have no idea. The other thing I know is when I logged into work yesterday, I was like, "What the fuck? Is today a holiday?" Went and checked the schedule.
Oh, that's why you had no conference calls, huh?
Right. I don't know if like maybe because kids were off, a lot of people took off or something. I don't know. That makes sense because everybody that had kids actually took off. And it was there. It was all kidless people, kidless workers. Feel like I finally have the hang of WordPress.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, the more I do it, the more it's like, okay, I understand this shit now.
Yeah, it's meant to be super user friendly like that. So
The thing about it is it's meant to be friendly, but the thing is, it's grown so much and they've added so much shit to it
mm-hmm.
that now you could do a lot of shit with it.
Mm-hmm. A lot of devs kind of resent WordPress.
Huh?
A lot of devs kind of resent WordPress a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm also helping Lordia because my brother also kind of left her hanging too. So
Mm. Man, I want to do some traveling, bro. And like, as soon as I get the opportunity,
what?
some traveling.
Definitely.
Need to build up a war chest to do it.
Right now, all that shit going on. It's like I was thinking about because my parents are gonna come, but then they're kind of getting a little scared and worried with this whole shit going on with COVID. At the same time, I'm like, yeah, it's not worth the risk.
Yeah, for
Stay
sure.
there.
For For sure.
So they're like, guys, you guys come instead for Christmas or a few days before Christmas. Well, looking at tickets, tickets to come here was super cheap. Because they're gonna stay for like 2 months. But then tickets to go and for 3 days, 4 days, it's like cheapest I could get is like $400, $300, I think. And then I'm started thinking, I'm like, I can't imagine the process to get on the in the airport, in the plane, off the plane, out the airport, here and there.
Yeah.
What a hassle. Like over there in Colombia, to get to leave Colombia, people have to take like people have to get the COVID test
To get to the airport,
to leave to leave.
to leave the country.
Yeah, they have to get tested. Even though the test takes days to get the results, they have to bring the paper saying that they were negative, even if it was like 3 days ago. It's stupid. But, you know, still gotta do it.
Yeah.
The debate's gonna be entertaining. I hope.
Hmm.
You know, this widget that I put there for the news, pretty cool. I actually like it. You can just easily there scroll through all the news
Yeah.
chronologically. And I didn't put all the currencies. I only put a couple.
They need to put a widget for catching R's. The R catcher widget. Man, they got a ton of features. It's unbelievable now. I remember TradingView. I remember using TradingView back in like 2012, 2013. And it was, I mean, it was really good back then. It was incomparable back then. Even like today, it's incomparable. Like nothing comes close. But
Yeah.
like back then, it just wasn't anything near what it is now. Like you had a few simple drawing tools, you just had a chart and like pretty much like a chat feature, and that was it. Like now they got all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, they did a good job. These guys struck it good.
The hell is Euro USD going through, man? This is terrible.
Think it's gonna stay like this until the election? It'll be horrible.
Man, I hope not, but something needs to move it. Like, look at gold. Like this, a move like this on gold. Man, I should have been going to the bank every week on this. Like, cause when it's like this, like, look how sweet these setups were. Like, look at this one. I actually caught this trade, but I caught like a piece of it, I believe.
Yeah.
But like, man, when you get stuff like this, you just gotta, you gotta get rich, bro. Like, because man, when it's slow, oh my god.
Yeah,
When
that's
we
true.
when
Gotta
we
maximize his money.
when we start doing this right here, oh man. Ugh. Like another opportunity to stack. I actually caught a piece of this trade too. That's my problem. I keep catching pieces. I caught a piece of that right there. Like, man,
Yeah, there was definitely some good setups in the past couple months. I was reading an article they put out. It says to 700 miles per hour Hyperloop project from Tampa to South Florida.
oh, from Tampa.
Yeah, to South Florida.
I remember they were proposing one from Orlando
Yeah,
to
that
Miami.
one, that one too. But they're also doing it from Tampa.
That would be awesome, man.
700 miles per hour.
Yeah. So like getting from like Miami to Orlando in like
Not
30
even 30
minutes.
minutes. Yeah,
Yeah, like 20, 25 minutes probably.
that's crazy, bro. That'll be a game
Like
changer.
that
Get
would
a job
be
in Orlando.
exactly. Or get a job in Miami and
Yeah,
then live in Orlando
yeah, exactly.
where it's
That's
cheaper.
better. Yeah,
Or like okay, taking like a day trip to Disney World
yep.
and then just coming back like in a zip.
Yeah.
Or like taking a trip to Busch Gardens really quick, like boom boom.
Even the Brightline, my brother's the one who I've never used it. My brother's used it a lot, or was using it a lot, and he told me even the Brightline has been a game changer to get to between the cities over there.
Yeah, but the bright line what? Probably goes like 80 miles per hour.
I don't
Maybe.
know, but it doesn't stop though. The
Yeah,
thing
that's the
also,
thing.
yeah. So it goes doesn't go as fast, but it doesn't stop. So he's telling me it's really quick, and it's nice. It's not like it's not like a old piece of shit train.
Yeah, it's Brightline is I've never been on one, but it's pretty decent.
But
But
this thing is a whole
that
other level.
that Hyperloop thing, I remember Elon Musk was proposing that some years ago.
Yeah,
Might
so
be
at
trying to
these companies that are bidding for these projects are using the open source stuff from Musk.
nice.
That's what the article says. Stuff like that.
Like that's the kind of infrastructure that we need. Like stuff like that'll have business booming because that'll open up, like you said, like so many different opportunities. Because now, like logistics is not as much of an issue as far as like just moving yourself from one place to another.
Yeah, but it's gonna take some time. Like this thing says here, the state legislature approved $1 million for the Tampa Bay Area Regional Transit Authority to look into the concept with studies through 2022 as part of the effort to study alternative forms of transportation.
Yeah, I'm sure once they approve it, it'll probably take a couple years to build, at least.
A couple years to get it, a couple years to approve it, a couple years to.
Hopefully, not a couple years to approve it. That'll be ridiculous. But hopefully,
It's gonna cost money, So
oh yeah, it'll be super expensive. but I'm sure they'll recoup that back really quick from everybody who'll use that thing.
Yeah, shit. It would also force things to kind of be like I would think flying from Fort Lauderdale from Miami is always cheaper, right? From Miami, especially,
For
it's
sure.
cheaper.
Yeah,
So you could just literally grab that shit to fly from Miami instead of spending more and flying from Tampa, which is expensive.
for sure.
So I think it'll force other things to kind of level out. That's an example. I'm sure there's other shit you could get services cheaper one way or the other. Product services. Get a job in Miami.
Yeah, job in Miami, work, live in Orlando, like nothing. Like get off work at 5, and be home for dinner
Yep.
in Orlando. That's awesome.
Yep.
If you had 50 grand liquid, bro, and you wanted to start a business, what would you do?
50 grand?
Yeah,
Huh. Hmm.
I was thinking about it. Like, what would I do if I make a lot of money? What the hell would I do with it?
50
Besides,
grand. Besides
besides,
real estate,
yeah, besides real estate. I mean, like a
like an
business.
actual business, day to day type of thing. Uh, Damn.
Like, I would want to put it in something. It'll have to be something that I wouldn't have to babysit. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like,
That's that's even tougher.
huh?
That's even tougher.
Yeah, yeah, definitely something. I'm not gonna, sit there and treat this thing like a 9 to 5. Like, I want to just approach it from like a higher level perspective, where okay, I'm setting these things up. I put these processes in place, and I put people there to run it and manage it.
Yeah.
And then it automates itself. That's how it should be.
Hmm. I don't know. Especially when you put it like that, you know. I guess the easiest thing would be to open a franchise of something that is good, and you can do it with 50 grand if you can find one.
Mm, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. But at the same time, you would kind of have to play by somebody else's rules, which I wouldn't be all that into.
Yeah, but that's the concept though, right? Like the franchise people, they usually have more than one, and that way they don't have to really manage it. They hire the managers and just kind of high level supervision, regardless of whether it's not their rules or not. Like they don't cares, making money.
Yeah, I would
I
want it
mean,
to be my own thing, though, don't you?
yeah, me too. Like I don't really, I'm not into like
Because at
stuff
the end
like
of the
that
day, like
anyway.
you're still building somebody else's brand, even if
Yeah,
you're getting paid off it.
yeah. I I I don't know. Like I wish it was that easy to just, I don't know.
Just need a decent idea. Maybe 50 grand may not be enough for certain things, of course, but I'm thinking, okay, that'll be a good starting point.
Yeah. No, it's enough for some stuff.
Yeah,
It depends also, like especially if it's in like non-orthodox, like not regular, open up actual physical establishment type of business. 50 grand can take you a long way.
it doesn't even necessarily have to be that. Like, because I'm not a big fan of brick and mortar with all the overhead that comes with that and all the headache that may come with that. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if it's not that, it could definitely 50 grand would be ooh.
yeah,
I don't know. Honestly, I would probably just invest in real estate. I would just invest in real estate, bro.
yeah, of course, that's a given. I would do that regardless. I'm just saying, like,
Extra 50 grand is like kind of,
I would want to also because I wouldn't want to have everything in real estate and everything in like some kind of stock or security or
yeah, you gotta diversify.
right. Like, I'd want to also have a business. I just don't know what. I have no idea.
Yeah. I was thinking about taking this 15-minute bounce from moving average on EU. It would have worked perfectly.
Oh damn! I didn't even notice EU reverse like that. Seriously? Wow. I was looking at gold. But it would have been tough to do that.
Why? I mean, it bounced right off the moving average, engulfing candle in a 15-minute.
Yeah, but resistance right there with all the choppiness that preceded it,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I
it would
mean,
have been tough for me to make that decision.
I was thinking about doing it, but I wasn't gonna take a full hour. I was probably gonna take like not even half. But it's just looking to see what happens.
Let's see if it breaks this level that it's running into right now.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Mhm.
there's one business that it would kind of be like a running type of thing that would work, but it's also something that I'm into. It would be like opening like a fitness type of place, not a gym per se.
Not a gym? What do you mean?
Like a CrossFit.
CrossFit. Okay. But it's pretty much a gym.
But not really, because it's less overhead. You see, a gym, you need more space and you need equipment that are expensive as shit. Which 50 grand is not gonna take you a long way. But with 50 grand opening a I did the research. To opening an actual CrossFit brand, you need to get CrossFit certified and get the license. You pay a yearly fee to CrossFit to be able to use the name CrossFit. It's not much, like a few grand a year.
But is that necessary though?
To call it CrossFit, yeah, because
I mean, yeah, I know because CrossFit is trademarked, but
yeah.
like,
But yeah, I was gonna say, like a lot of places, especially, I mean, I've seen so many, especially over there in Miami, but a lot of places that open a similar type of thing, you just call it something different.
yeah, that's exactly what I would do. Because
Yeah.
why pay CrossFit for what?
Yeah, but
like,
even using CrossFit, the only thing about using CrossFit is that people hear CrossFit and they're like, oh, shit, I wanna join. I don't even know what the fuck it is, but let me join. Versus you call it something else, then they're like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
you'll just have to be a little bit creative in how you name it.
yeah.
But yeah, I would be totally against paying CrossFit just to use the damn name. Like, I think that's absurd. But
But you know, it's not expensive because you get and I say 50 grand because look, you get a warehouse. That's all you need. You don't even really need a nice place. You just get a warehouse in a decent area where there is no similar places, and do the research on the location, and then get a warehouse, paint it, put it nice, buy some equipment. You don't need a lot of equipment. Some weights, some stuff like that. Buy used shit and paint it. You know, all that stuff is like trying to save money on buying the equipment type of stuff. And you focus on, instead of the cheap quantity versus, you focus on like the people that pay good money to get some good training. So like pretty much what CrossFit does, which they say is good training, but whatever. They pay very expensive and not a lot of people can do it, but they make money.
so like, okay, like as far as the financials is concerned, right? Like, yeah, it shouldn't be too much to grab a warehouse. And I do like the idea of having a warehouse because you can use it for CrossFit and probably whatever
Bunch of
else.
shit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Or an office in there.
yeah. So a lot of stuff can go on there. So I like that. But like, as far as revenue is concerned, right? Like,
That take a time, sometime.
yeah, I'm sure it'll take time for that to become profitable. But let's see. Okay, so how much do you think somebody would pay for such a membership? I guess it depends on what area, because that's like a kind of like a vague question. It's like it really
But
all
it
depends.
would have to be over $100 a month, for sure.
Hmm, that's expensive.
Yeah,
Uh,
CrossFit is more than that though. And you don't really get better training in CrossFit. It's just the name.
so how many members would we need to generate good revenue per month? Because that'll be like the sole source of revenue essentially, right? Just subscriptions and memberships.
Yeah, pretty much. And there could be other stuff done. Like my uncle had a gym and he also made money on the smoothies. He actually had a smoothie company and that was his main thing. And then he opened a gym and his idea was to put the gym with the smoothies. Something happened there, but you can also make money on the smoothies, which the margins are even higher on that crap. Smoothies and then supplements and stuff like that. Those are other sources of
I think that's a dope idea. So to make it, because I think it makes it more attractive because there's a lot of like CrossFit style places around,
yeah.
but I think what'll separate you is the environment that you deliver. So like if you have like a smoothie shop where like you could hang out, grab a smoothie, maybe like a wrap or something like that,
Yeah.
and
Well,
just make it like a cool place to hang out in general.
yeah. And then you that's the thing. Like it has to be. I would target it. I would target that. It's kind of maybe it sounds fucked up, but I would target that type of people. People that can afford to pay $100 a month. They can
Of
afford to
course, you
buy a
have to.
$5 smoothie.
Yeah,
So people that are working professionals or whatever.
right. So
It's
that
like the yoga studios. You can open a yoga studio in anywhere and charge people hundreds of dollars, and you make a bunch of money
damn, there
because
goes the
yeah,
oof. Yeah, it busted through that level pretty good. Those are the kind of breakouts that I'm looking for.
telling you, man, my 15-minute moving average would have bounced. I mean, bounce would have worked.
Yeah. Just taking the trade within that congestion though, because that would have been like right in here. That's a tough move, tough decision for me.
Yeah, yeah, the level is right there. And another thing I add to it, like a boxing thing.
Oh, for sure. So like that like one-on-one boxing training kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
or like a group boxing class kind of thing.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I think people are looking for that, but I think it's a great idea. Like, what'll make or break it is location.
yeah, and
Like, if you
marketing and
put
stuff like that. But that's what I'm
if
saying. Like 50 grand will take you a long way. That's why I thought about that, because 50 grand, you would need like to ensure that you have a year of rent. And let's say the warehouse is like $1,500 a month. Let's say 2 grand.
right,
That's 24 grand. That's a year guaranteed that you have rent. That boom, save, boom, you don't have to worry about rent. Then the other 24 grand, 26 grand, you spend it on everything else. Marketing, a lot of marketing, a lot of branding, not branding, a lot of marketing, events and stuff like that, and throwing money at it basically. And the idea is not to spend a lot on equipment. Use shit, very little bit of shit, type of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I think ultimately it'll boil down to like where is it? Like if it's somewhere that's like central to people and people can get to. 'Cause I know how like people are. Like if the gym's too far, people are not gonna go. Or like like
Yeah, but
you
there's
gotta you
always
gotta make it convenient.
I've seen so many of these places, bro. It's like I've seen so many of these places down South Florida. I don't see a lot of them up here. Um, for whatever reason, like even in Homestead, I would see warehouses in the middle by the base, which is, well, I guess they have the people in the base, but whatever. Like still Homestead over there, but there's not a lot of people, not a lot of shit going on, and there would be warehouses, and I'll see when I'll go to the base for whatever, I'll see them I'll see people running around and shit around these warehouses, just running in groups, and I could tell it was one of those warehouse training places. And if
Yeah,
you'll see 15 of them running with some fool, that's $100 a pop. You have, you know, $1,500 there a month just to go and run, and they don't even have to open, you know, for a long time, for like the whole day or anything, because you're targeting specific type of people, working people will go either in the morning or in the afternoon. You don't have to be open the whole day, technically, you know. And I'll say that's the thing that would require time to be there and stuff and manage it, administer it, and everything. But it's something that I like. So I'll be into like, yeah, like, and then obviously I have Lordia and stuff like that. I've talked about it with Lordia before.
yeah.
That's why I did the research of the CrossFit thing and everything. Again, I don't like CrossFit. I don't. It's just whatever. But I was just thinking about, you have the brand. That means people follow it just because. That's why I did the research on that. What you think, bro? You ready to open a gym?
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like fitness and everything, but not to the point where like I would personally open the gym. But like one of my boys is a personal trainer, and he's like super duper into all that stuff. So like it'll be a good play, for him. I could be in it from like an investor standpoint,
Yeah.
but that's not necessarily my world.
Yeah. I've always been into fitness, so I would definitely enjoy doing that. And I would like managing a business like that. I like management. I like managing, running stuff
Me
like
too.
that. But I just don't like dealing with the people. So I'll be like, Gloria, you deal with all the people and train people. I'll fucking be in the office doing the numbers, figuring out how to make it profitable.
Exactly. Like I feel the exact same way. Like I'll install a manager, and then that manager will be, like, okay, you run like the day to day, and you make sure like all the trainers are doing what they need to do and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I'll do like the higher level stuff. Like I'll make sure our financials are in order. Like I'll make sure like we have all the materials that we need, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah. It's cool. I've thought about it before. Like, that's why I'm glad that Loria is right now, because Loria is a supervisor, like a training supervisor. Like she supervises the other trainers,
Yeah.
and trains them and all this bullshit. And she also trains people, but they don't let them train a lot because they're supposed to be supervised.
Right.
So I like that she's getting that experience of supervising and managing personnel and all that crap. Because another thing, like in Colombia, for example, there's not a lot of that. It's like starting. It started a few years ago, but like the whole CrossFit, the whole fitness type of thing, it exists over there, but it's not like here. And I think there's a potential for it to grow it over there a lot, especially those places like you said, like you put it in the right location where there's people with money, they'll pay.
Yeah, people with money who just want to get in shape.
Yeah. And then the other thing is like you can also mix here or there. You can mix the real estate stuff, because if you buy the warehouse and you get a good deal, even better.
Yeah, I love the idea of getting a warehouse, man, just for the utility of it. Like, yeah, like the gym is just one possibility of something you could do, but you could do whatever in there. Like you could use it for all kinds of storage,
Yeah.
Um, like you could use it for anything.
Yeah.
Smuggle drugs. You could do all kinds.
Yeah, my uncle owns the warehouse where he runs his business. He has a medical sales company.
Yeah.
Medical equipment sales. Medical whatever the fuck sales.
Yeah.
And he owns the warehouse, and I know that warehouse is worth way more than what they bought it 4 years ago. Because it's right by the Tamiami Airport. You know what Tamiami Airport is?
Yeah, yeah.
Kendall?
Yeah.
That shit's grown like crazy for the past year. It's like warehouse everywhere, stores, fucking.
Yeah,
I know that shit's worth a lot.
Commercial real estate, like you luck up and buy something like that in the area that's coming up, man.
Yeah.
The value's gonna skyrocket for sure.
Yeah. I found the weirdest property the other day. They're still selling it. It's in someplace. I don't know where it is, but it was weird. I've never seen one. It was a house, residential house, that was used for commercial purposes. So I guess it was like an office or something, or like I don't know what it was, but it had the zoning. It had both. So in the description it says residential or commercial, which is the weirdest thing. I've never seen that.
Residential and commercial?
Yeah. So it was originally a house, and then I guess they got the permits or whatever to make it commercial, and run an office from there, a business.
Yeah.
So it kind of has like the entrances and stuff like that. It kind of looks a little bit of like an office or something. and but it still has like it could be residential commercial. Like you could still buy it and rent it out for a company to run their office over there, the business.
Right.
It wasn't just like buying it to be able to. It was just weird. It was just interesting. I've never seen it.
Real estate's so retarded down here, though, man. It's impossible.
Oh yeah, no, down there it's just weird. Doesn't make sense.
My boy's like he's not really a practicing real estate agent, but he has his license and he still does like rentals, and he may do like a contract for a sale here and there. But he's telling me like, man, every time you see something, like he's working with a client, and like every time you see something that even gets remotely close to what the client is looking for, by the time you communicate that to the client and the client gets back to you, that thing is under contract.
Yeah.
It's like, it's unbelievable. Like the market just does not stop moving down here.
Yeah. No, here's the same in terms of hot. It's hot here too. Like properties are not good properties are not, they don't last for shit. The properties like that people are looking for to, to buy and their family and all that bullshit. It's so hard that they don't last for shit.
But just imagine like what it's going to be like 10, 15 years from now. Like what these values are going to look like, how impossible it's going to be. You think it's impossible now, like 10, 15 years from now, it's going to be impossible to get a piece of land without shoveling over a huge pot of cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, real estate is key.
Yep.
He said his mom bought his house, man, a gorgeous house over there in Miami Lakes. His mom bought his house, my boy's mom.
Oh, okay.
She bought a house in, I think they bought it like in 2011, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they bought it for, no, I think it maybe like 2010, 2011, something like that. It may have been even 09, somewhere around there. Anyway, they bought it for like $260. Bro, it's a 5-bedroom house over there in Miami Lakes, like really nice, like pretty much new construction, more or less, like probably built in like early 2000s.
Yeah.
Right. So since then, like they've added a pool, and like they've done like some interior renovations and whatnot. So now the property is $460.
Doubled.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Like the amount of equity, and I bet like in another 10 years what that's gonna look like.
Yeah, that's the same. That's what happened with my house in Miami. It was exactly the same thing. We bought it for $250, sold it for $430 in a matter of 5 years. We got lucky as shit. But it wasn't just, it was also remodeled it and stuff like that. But still, we did it ourselves. So it's like, it's not like we hired a company to remodel the kitchen. We just did it ourselves. So that's when you actually make even more.
Yeah, save on labor.
For sure. Like this guy that started working with the state. He looked to buy a house. He actually ended up buying recently. But I was telling him when I was still with the state, I was like, look, you buy houses that need, for example, an old kitchen. They have an old kitchen, and remodeling a kitchen is one of the things that bring up the value of the property the most, and is expensive as shit if you hire a company to do it, which is why it brings the value up. And it's one of the main things that a person looks at when they're buying a house.
Right.
Because most of the people, the women is probably the one who pushes the more towards the house, and they're gonna look at the kitchen, things like that. So, but it's so cheap, relatively cheap to do kitchen remodeling, and it's simple. You could do yourself, and I was explaining to him things like that. Simple things you could do. It just makes a huge difference. But you hire a company to come and do this, it's $20,000. Yeah.
Like, yeah, you go hunt for those cabinets on your own, those countertops on your own, those appliances on your own. Yeah, you'll save a ton.
Exactly. The countertop is like the key right there, and they're not that expensive as people think. If you go to a company and be like, I want these measurements, this, $2,000. And that's the most expensive thing you're gonna get in the kitchen other than the appliances.
Yeah.
And that depends on what appliances you get. You can get some piece of shit, some shitty stuff, some used shitty
Yeah,
stuff.
you want to go nice stainless steel or something modern, up to date.
Yeah. But like I got in the house here, we bought like a brand new Samsung package, like all the three things, so the stove and the refrigerator and then the dishwasher, all stainless steel Samsung. They were giving a gift card if you bought all those three things for $300 back. I never got that shit, by the way, fuckers. But it was still like $2,500. The countertop was $2,000, $222, so it was almost the same. But what makes that kitchen is mostly the countertop, some type of marble type of countertop there. So you do those two things. That's the only thing that was spent on the house, really. 4-5 grand type of thing.
Yeah.
But then the kitchen that kitchen can appreciate the house by 25 grand. Easy, 20 grand for least.
Is that the cat?
Yeah. Just being annoying. Man, this EU would have worked.
Yeah, it would have.
Did I ever show you the before and after of the house?
No.
Oh my god, this cat's being annoying. Yo, what the fuck did you do?
What are you smiling at?
Well,
What's that?
can you hug me? Hug me. Hug me. Hug me. Hug me.
Lewis.
Tomorrow, okay. Damn, EU is out of here.
Wow. I wasn't looking.
Man, it's annoying.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Look at this move.
Wow.
Still though, I mean, as far as the setup goes, it was hardly there, but you can kind of reasonably predict that it was going to happen, but there was no real setup for this. You could have taken a bounce off the moving average on the 15, I guess, but I guess that was your best play at it.
But the thing that I liked also, even though the level that you have there, is the fact that it recently broke. Even though it was a reversal, you know, that zone that we were talking about earlier.
Which one?
Sir.
117.1? Or
the little zone we were looking at from yesterday, that yellow area you have.
Oh, this here, yeah.
Yeah, so it recently broke that. So even those are right, that's a kind of confirmation where I would have taken it. You know, is a reversal or whatever, but it broke that level and it didn't even get close back to it, did it?
Well, it did.
Kind of retested it too.
It retested, but that was like at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Shit. That candle at 6:45 would have been 6:55 in the 5 minutes, 6:45 in the 15 minutes.
Yeah, that candle is nice. That bounce away candle after the retest.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as breakouts, man, setup wasn't there.
Oh no, breakout? No. I'll say more like them, like a continuation type of thing.
Yeah. I was really looking for like this earlier, right? Where like we're kind of like consolidating here. So I was like, all right, if we push through that level there, which we did, but then like we made the wick here, and then this candle there, that wick got filled, and then that keeps going. And it makes sense. If I'd have been paying more attention to it. I'm hungry. Damn, this is good. There's a course on YouTube, building a Netflix clone from scratch with React, with authentication, with login.
Damn.
It's 10 hours.
Just in 10 hours?
That's pretty good, right?
Hell yeah.
Like, the thing is, it's 10 hours, but the way they probably did this Like they probably recorded it in like 20 hours or even longer than that, but then sped up the video on the editing. So it condenses it to 10 hours.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because to follow along with this, it'll probably take you several days.
Yeah, because you have to pause and stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, well, what did he say? Let me do it. Go back.
Yeah. It'll take you several days to do that. But that's cool though. This guy I was talking to in boot camp, he was telling me that like one of like his cousin works at Lockheed Martin on the fighter jet program. Um, and they build like they he writes code for like the fighter jets or whatever. Um, and then he was working on something for like the like okay like you know how like I guess like in the movies or whatever where let's say like two fighter jets are in a dogfight
Mm-hmm.
and then one gets fired on with like a missile.
Yeah.
That missile radar detection system,
Yeah.
like he was working on code for like jamming um, the missile so like it misses the jet.
What?
Like pretty intense stuff, right?
Shit.
Apparently you need like a level 3 security clearance and all kinds of crazy stuff, but that's pretty awesome though.
Yeah.
To think that your programming career could take you there, like that's amazing.
Yeah. It's a whole nother level.
Like he was telling me like he has this phone. um Lockheed gives him a work phone, right? But it's like an iPhone. It's like the newest iPhone, like a 11X Max or whatever it is. Uh, but like, it's like okay, it's like this phone is um, like it has a message on the home screen instead of like a background image. It just has this message on the lock screen that says like this is property of the United States government. Like if you're in possession of this phone, it is a criminal act to like not report it within immediately or something like that. Like it's apparently like the levels of security that they go through is pretty sick.
Shit, I'm sure it is. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Well,
No, I thought it was before.
yeah, that's the before. Yeah. Um,
Hold on, let me send you that.
What I mean is like it looks like it has a lot of potential.
Oh hell yeah. Send this one. That's how it looks now.
Oh hell yeah. I like the recess lighting that you put in there. The floors are dope too.
Yeah.
Even like the cabinets, like that's an interesting color choice in the cabinets, but it goes really well with everything else, and it's different from what you normally see.
Yeah. Makes it look modern. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you redid the. What'd you do to the roof?
It had the ceiling. It
Yeah,
had
ceiling,
it had popcorn ceiling.
yeah.
So remove the popcorn and put the fallout type of ceiling.
So did you have to like completely remove the ceiling?
No, it's just the popcorn is like the pattern that they put on it. It's like
Yeah.
they spray on it. So they scrape it off and then they put a new one on.
Because I see like you also installed the recess lighting there.
Yeah, that I did, yeah. After I did the ceiling, then I just did the holes, put the cables, lights, all that shit.
Nice.
And then I installed the extractor. The picture of the kitchen is a little far, but the backsplash, if you zoom in, those tiles, those
Yeah, I see it.
backsplashes go all the way to the ceiling.
Yeah.
And then the cabinets, I don't know if you noticed, but the cabinets are the same ones.
They are?
Yep.
Damn, so you saved those cabinets?
Hell yeah.
Or you just repainted those?
Yep. And put the gold hardware to call the handles.
Damn, that's really good, man.
Yeah. So that's the way to save money, because those are good good cabinets. So there's no point on, and they're in good condition and everything. So it was just
So
making
the
it look modern.
fridge is to the side?
The fridge is to the side. Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking about putting it somewhere else, but it wasn't worth it. So instead on the side, I put the fridge to the side, and I did the bar. The bar on the side is a coffee bar / liquor bar. Again, those are the same cabinets, just reused. The top I did it in wood. Put the backsplash. Did the wine thing that my friend did it. Wood. Put the lighting in.
Yeah, that looks great.
And I did that table. A table in the middle of the kitchen. Oh, and all those lights are connected to a smart switch. I can just. It's just extra little shit that I wanted to do just for myself, comfort.
Yeah.
Big difference, right?
Big time for sure.
Then obviously the faucet is new and the sink is new and all that shit is new.
The fact that you're able to save those cabinets is really impressive.
Yeah. And I did that, like, this is the third time I do that. Save cabinets like that. Just paint them, hardware, boom. Nobody even can tell if it's like.
Yeah, I'm sure that cut costs big time.
Yeah. And work, because to take him off and put him on, even if you get him a cheap, it's just more work, more time. That's just never gonna be,
Yeah,
it's a pain to level them, and it's
installing new cabinets is expensive for sure.
yeah.
Remember yesterday I was saying AU kind of bottomed out. Looks like it was going to reverse.
Yeah.
I was looking at it again last night after it broke the level here. And I was like, man, that actually looks pretty good. But like it was kind of like trending down at the time. Well, like retesting, I should say. It was retesting at the time that I was looking at it. And then like I was like, man, do I really want to enter a retest trade right when I'm about to go to sleep? Not at all, especially
Yeah.
since it's a reversal. So I just left it alone, but it worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
So like AU and EU made pretty good moves, but I wasn't able to touch either of them.
That three in the morning close on the hourly for AU would have been nice to get in.
Yeah, the bounce up, right?
Yeah, and I was up at that time today,
At
at 4 in the
3?
morning, at 4.
Oh, damn.
But Loria gets up at 4 like 2 days a week, and I told her to wake me up, so I just got up, but I didn't. I was thinking about going to the computer. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna stay here and do nothing. Then I fell asleep again. But I should have, I guess. I don't know. I guess on Thursday. No, Wednesday she does it again. Wednesday. Oh, tomorrow again. So tomorrow I'll probably get on.
I didn't get to sleep till like 12:30, so waking up at those
Bro,
hours didn't work out.
for the first time in a long time, I fell asleep like at 10 during the week. Because in the weekends. No, wait, what am I saying? Oh, yeah. So yeah, regardless, like the first time in a long time, I go to sleep so early. So that's why I was at 4, I woke up and I was like, I don't really feel tired. And I can get up and.
Yeah.
I'll send you the bathroom.
Damn, EU, that's how you feel? Yeah. How many bathrooms you got?
Hmm?
How many bathrooms you got?
2.
2?
That's the master. That was a master. It was like fucking tiny ass piece of shit bathroom they had.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, thanks. That's a big difference too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like the dual sinks.
The what?
The dual sinks. The vanities.
Oh yeah, and it's dual shower too. I did a dual shower.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet, man.
Send you the process so you see like we had to do that to be able to do that.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a pain in the ass to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's nauseating me watching this EU, man.
Yeah.
I was looking right at it yesterday, like, oh, I want to take this so bad, but Why? Ugh. I can't do it anymore, man. I can't look at any more charts.
For you. Yeah, me either.
Yeah, I'm done.
Wow,
I'm
that's
done.
crazy. That's just ridiculous.
I can't look at it. Yeah, for the rest of the day, I'm gonna ban myself from looking at any additional charts. Usually throughout the day, I take a look, but no, not today.
Wow, bro. Whatever. It is what it is.
Well, there was a trader today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get to work, bro. Gonna call it.
All right, man. Me too.
Let me see. Tomorrow's the last day of this shit show, so
Yeah.
maybe that'll be the end of it. Who knows?
Hopefully.
All right, bro. Mañana.
All right, bro. Tomorrow.
Later.
Talk to you later. Bye.